form. I'm gonna try to shout because this mic is going in and out. If you look at the wall over there, this is the official list that we have gotten of what are the immediate needs that we need to rally around and do our best to get something down there. And specific to Jamaica, I understand that we have lost the roofs of 4 hospitals, just to tell you how severe it has been. I think the death rate is now at 35 and climbing. The water level is still high. We're talking 30 to 40 inches. But we want to turn our attention to solution, as painful as it is. So this meeting tonight is about solution. What is it that we can do? How can we come together and do what we know best? This very organization, West Indian Social Club of Hartford, spearheaded Gilbert over 30 years ago. And here we are again. This is not our first rodeo with disaster recovery. So with that, I would like to recognize some of the individuals that are in the room. And if you have not signed up, please do so. So we can keep you abreast of the development as it unfolds. I would like to recognize the West Indian Social Club of Hartford Board of Directors. There's some in the room. I have Mr. Howard Jackson. I have Mr. Sheldon Morgan and Julian Daly is also with me. Actually, some of our directors are in Jamaica at this moment. They got stranded and not able to come back home, but they're safe. They're safe to date. And I would like to recognize our attorney, Sidney Schulman. He just walked into the room. He's always here protecting us. I would like to recognize the past presidents. I have Mr. Linwood Walker, Minority Leader, Town of Windsor, and past president of the West Indian Social Club. I have Mr. Terrence Durant. I have Madam Martha Wilkes, Commissioner of Aging, past president of the West Indian Social Club, and current president of Taste of the Caribbean. And Mr. Angel Lawrence, who is the president of the Caribbean Trade Council. We will recognize individuals as we go through the evening. I also would like to recognize the West Indian Foundation because they're serving as the fiduciary arm for this project as we go forward. I would like to recognize, before I speak, Senator Doug McCrory in the House. Thank you for being here, Senator. I see State Representative Bobby Gibson. Thank you for being here. I understand the mayor is on his way, so we will recognize him when he gets here. Would also like to recognize President
Plastic one.
Shirley Surgeon,
Right.
President of City of Hartford Town Council. President Surgeon, can you please come up here? And yes, you can come up here. You have also been helping us in identifying locations in the city. Okay. Sorry, hello. You're representing the Hartford.
I'm representing Hartford, okay.
Yes.
Well, we are in Hartford, so welcome to Hartford, everyone. So welcome, thank you very much for being here and visiting with us in Hartford. So when we all have family, I believe, in Jamaica, I know I do. And guess what, the worst part of the hurricane, it's St. Elizabeth, which is like the southwest part of Jamaica. And so I can't even reach any of my family. So, we're here to make sure that as Jamaica sets and rebuild, we're here to give a hand. Don't forget, I know we don't have a whole heap of things here too, but guess what? When somebody else need a hand, we always put together and two penny make a dollar. Alright, so we have been looking for places in the city. I know we have a couple of locations, and I'm sure the other Bloomfield and Windsor will announce their locations for drop off. As the chair said, the list of places to drop off were there. But one of the things we need more than anything else is a big storage area. Yes, we can drop off the things, but then how can we store them until it's time to ship to Jamaica? So if anybody have any connections at any of the U-Haul storage places, yes, ma'am.
So I have two storage areas that people have volunteered already. I have one in Windsor. That's 102.
Okay, there we go.
Who is writing?
Who's right, who's saying no?
Right.
No, it's for the Jamaican hurricane.
A trailer load space. It has doors.
Why are we talking about the
And I have
Jamaican?
another person willing to donate $100 to rent a storage unit in New Britain. And if anybody else wants to chip it on that, we're gonna do that for a month's time to sit and so.
Well, they're taking notes, so thank you so very much.
And then on the Jamaican side, I have in church.
If you come over here and help us over
You
here,
want to come up here?
Yes.
Come and take the mic.
please, everybody can hear this.
You can just come over here. Just come over here.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much. And we also need a couple of bins. The fire department for the city of I was just about to say, Mayor, come on up here. So, thanks to the mayor and the fire department, they are allowing us to use some of the firehouses for drop off. So again, we need a couple of bins to put the things that are dropping off. So if anybody have any barren or anything, let us know so we can place it at the fire station so we can drop off, so people can drop off. I believe, Mr. Ray, you have a list of all the fire stations?
Yes,
Okay.
not all, but I have Franklin on the list, Franklin Avenue.
Oh,
Is it all the fire stations?
no, just one in the south end. Yeah, because don't forget, guys, Haiti was hit, DR was hit, and so we do have Bahamas, we do have other Caribbean people that still live in the city. So we also have to help and support those other countries also. Okay, Mayor, it's just about perfect timing. Please say hello and welcome everyone.
Sure, I'll be very brief. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Council President Surgeon. I also saw Councilman Migdom in the back. We've got a number of folks from the city here, including Melinda Johnson, our community engagement director. Look, this hits us so deeply as a city. We rely so much on so many. Thank you, Senator McCord, for being here too. This city is so deeply intertwined with so many Caribbean nations, as Councilman Surgeon said, with Jamaica and with other Caribbean nations. We have a sister city in Morant Bay. I texted a good friend of mine, Richard Vernon, who's the mayor of Montego Bay. The devastation is just horrific. And although we are a small city, we are a city with a proud West Indian, Caribbean heritage. And we want to do everything we can as a city to chip in, to help out in the midst of this incredible crisis. So I'm just standing here with you. We're here to see how we can help from the city side. I see Representative Gibson too. Thank you all for being here. This shows the strength of our community. It shows the level of love within our community, and the level of care within our community. And it's a very best of who Hartford is. So thank you all for being here. I'm just here to listen, and I appreciate you guys being here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Okay, would like to recognize Dr. Phillips in terms of the financial aspect. We're getting into what can we do and the information that we need to get out there. So she is representing the West Indian Foundation and serving as the fiduciary arm for any donation funding that we get for this project.
Good evening. For those who don't know me, I am Dr. Jackie Evans Phillips, the president of the West Indian Foundation. And our role in this process is to help with the monies, the collection of all the monies. The West Indian Foundation is a 501(c)(3) organization. Historically, we've put together a disaster relief fund. We have a dedicated account specifically for collecting funds. And so that account is up and running. I checked on it today. And so we have, we put together some ways in which you can donate. In terms of, there's a Zelle account if you want to donate directly to the bank, so that information is there. Also on our website is also at the bottom. So we will also be updating that with additional opportunities for you to donate as well. There will be, correct me if I'm wrong, there'll be a disaster relief committee that will meet in terms of the next step. Whether all the funds will be spent, will be used to purchase additional needs, or whether they will be set in terms of where the funds will be set. But as of today, I really wanted to share that information with you, and please visit our website, so we'll have additional opportunities for you to donate. Thank you.
What's the name of the fund?
Hurricane Melissa.
The website is the West Indian Foundation. So the QR code is gonna connect you to that account. Did that answer your question, ma'am? So it's called the Connecticut Caribbean Coalition Disaster Relief Fund.
Okay.
Yeah.
You need to know that.
Definitely, thank you so much.
Thank you. Dr. Gary Rule, hopefully he will join us a little bit later, but he is in charge of the medical team. He's working both with the embassy and the Consul General office. He did get a call from the Ministry of Health, and they are desperate for what they're calling a care package, which is basically food and hygiene. The way the funding, part of the funding that we'll get will go to the Ministry of Health to make sure we can get that care package. So every $4,000, I should say US dollars that we receive, we can touch 100 lives with that care package. So that's major. If you can imagine the water level, etc., people are going without food. So if we can get some food quickly down there. But if it's non-monetary and someone does not want to give cash, in a sense, there is an account set up with Amazon where you can go to Amazon and actually purchase what you would like to purchase, have it delivered to your home, and then we can make arrangement for pickup. Currently, we do have some donations, collection site. In Broomfield, we have Rehoboth Church of God, which is on Blue Hills Avenue. We have here the West Indian Social Club, and we'll give you the hours for setup time within the next 24 hours. We have North United Church, which is on Albany Avenue in Hartford. The Firehouse number 10, President Shirley already announced that at 510 Franklin Avenue. We have Grace Church in Windsor. We have Manchester Church of Christ. That's 595 Holland Turnpike, Manchester. So as the days go by, we will get more collection sites so that it's easy to drop off. And we also have the website. Okay, it will be listed on the website. So the West Indian Foundation and the West Indian Social Club, you should be able to get information pretty quickly. I would like to also recognize Mike Fallon, Senator from the Senator Murphy's office.
Thank you so much, Beverly. Really appreciate everyone here tonight. We are monitoring as an office the situation in the Caribbean and here to offer our support. If anyone is running into logistical technical challenges, feel free to reach out to our office. I have my cards here. You know, and I know that this response to this Melissa is a lot different than other storms. In years past, there was USAID, where the federal government was able to step up and had a very strong coordinated response. Earlier this year, the Trump administration basically flatlined the whole agency, so those folks aren't there anymore. So we are, you know, so that's really unfortunate. That being said, we're here to help on behalf of our office and helping coordinate any kind of response for many of the folks in this room who have family here, family in the Caribbean. So thank you so much, Beverly and the West Indian Social Club, for organizing this tonight. And we'll be monitoring the situation of the storm closely. Thank you.
Senator McCory, would you like to make a comment or statement?
Yeah, sure. Thank you for being here. Always. Thank you, Beverly. I'll be very brief. Actually, I just got off the call with members of the Black and Puerto Rican Caucus on another issue. I just got off the call with members of the Black and Puerto Rican Caucus on another issue regarding SNAP benefits that's about to go away pretty soon, and what we can do for our people that are suffering in that case. And while I was on the call, I brought the fact that I think either Thursday or Friday we'll have an audience with the governor. I'll definitely make sure I have a conversation with the governor to see what the state of Connecticut do for our brothers and sisters in Jamaica. I noticed when we had issues like this in other islands, the state of Connecticut stepped up. They did something for those people that were suffering from other hurricane conditions or things that happened in other countries. So I'm gonna see what we can do from the state level, contribute to help our brothers and sisters who are struggling with this once in a lifetime type of hurricane that is devastating our communities. And I know at this point everyone is feeling the pain because you're lost. You don't know what's going on. You can't get in contact with your loved one. That's a dangerous thing when you have no idea what's going to come next. But we're going to do everything we can do from the state level, and I'm going to do everything I can do for you all, for our community, to make sure that our people are going to be good and find out what other resources that we can get to our folks, so they can get through this. I mean, at the end of the day, we got to put this in God's hands. And that's who has the highest power to solve our issues. So that's what I'm gonna do. But trust and believe, I'm gonna be fighting for you all to make sure we get resources from the state of Connecticut to go out, help our brother. And I thank you for putting this together in such a short notice, but that's what we do. We have to rally together, stay committed, and just figure out what's best for our community. We know what's best. What's best is making sure our people are safe, they can get home, and you all, I'm sure, want to go visit as soon as possible. So let's
Not too
make
soon.
that commitment to our communities and to our loved ones.
Please forgive my casual dress. I'm principal at Trophy Academy. Here day today. But I would say at least 90% of scholars are of Caribbean or Jamaican descent. And so this is really important. And so I will follow up with what the mayor said and what coming. We have a meeting with the governor on Friday. Now's the time for our state to step up and come out for our community. There is money out there that they can provide. And, you know, let's be real, you know, we're politicians, we want your vote, right? And so the governor's gonna be coming to us to ask for our vote. And so he has to come through, and I'm not saying he's not, but we have to ask and we have to put pressure on him. So we have to come together as a community and ask for those resources. And another thing, I'm gonna make it very quick, right? So all of us have these QR codes and these flyers and stuff. We have to inundate social media. We have to reach out to everyone because we really have to come together as a community, making sure that we reach out and everyone contributes. Everyone contributes. We all, in a certain way, benefit, and we have loved ones, we have people from the country of Jamaica and also the islands that have been affected. And so we must make sure that everyone hears the message, hears the cry, hear the call, that everyone has to come together. So thank you, Mr. President, for giving me this opportunity to speak. I'll be back there if anyone wants to talk to me, to ask me any questions of how you can help and how you can help support us, Senator McCrory and myself statewide. Thank you.
We have Gladys McCarter, Congressman Larson's office.
Back here,
Would you like to say something?
I'm just here to listen and take the information back to the conference. We just appreciate something though.
You don't have to come and talk to us.
Thank you so much for the invitation and for allowing us to join the community. As Mr. Fallon said, we are monitoring the situation. The government is shut down, but our offices remain open. So if you have any US citizens or lawful permanent residents, green card holders who find themselves in a jam and are looking for some assistance, please feel free to send them over to the senator's office or the congressman's office, and we're happy to provide some constituent services and support as we can. As we understand, communication remains limited, but we are continuing to engage the constituency and trying to share information as it becomes available. That's why I'm here. The congressman sent me on his behalf because he's actually holding a forum concerning the shutdown and the impact to the community, including SNAP cuts, or the shutdown and how that's impacting SNAP. So thank you so much. We appreciate it. We remain supportive and we're here if there's any assistance and needs needed. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I would like to recognize Reverend Horace Johnson, past president of the West Indian Social Club, and Madam Veronica Erie Wilson, past president of the West Indian Social Club. They're also here with us. I would like to recognize Dr. Suzette Beetham Brown, Deputy Commissioner, State of Connecticut.
Good evening. So I'm not standing on behalf of the state of Connecticut right now. I'm going to reinforce something that was said by Dr. Jackie. I am the treasurer for the West Indian Foundation. So here we are in a situation that we've never seen before, a Cat 5 that has devastated the island of Jamaica and going up the Caribbean. What's really important is that we coalesce around this one effort, right? Whether it's Jamaica or the Caribbean. I think together we will have a stronger impact. That's what I'm asking. I know that different towns want to do different things, but I think if we come together as one and do one thing, we'll be more impactful. It was already stated that Bishop Jonathan Ramsey Jr. has agreed that Rehoboth will be a drop-off site. We need to make sure what we're dropping off, right? We have a list over here that's small, that we should have probably made copies of, so that everybody can have an idea of what we're asking them for. But I'm gonna ask before you leave to look at the list and to make some kind of commitments. However, the quickest thing that we can get to the island right now is. Let's do it again. The quickest thing that we can get to the island right now is. Okay, so we're going to ask that you scan the QR code or that you make the donations at the banks, right? We have been in touch with the Ministry of Health. They've already told us, if we send down $4,000, we can impact 100 people. And I know that there is thousands of dollars in this room, I am speaking it into being, that you can go back to your organizations, you can go back to your houses of worship, we can go to the state. We can find people at the federal level. Anyway, I think if we are once again intentional on what we're doing, there is a plan. I don't know how many people have this information either, but this plan takes us to 12 weeks, 16 weeks. It's a plan that we're going to enact and put into place and get a committee around so that we can plan and meet and plan and meet and plan. But once again, the quickest thing that we can get to the island is money. And as the fiduciary, the West Indian Foundation has made accounts dedicated, meaning that's the only fund that's going to be going into this account to make sure that we get those funds to the island. So I'm making that plea on behalf of the foundation. Thank you.
Very good. I would like to recognize Doreen, Madam Doreen Paris, past president of the West Indian Social Club. And I would also like to take this opportunity, because we're a community, to recognize what we call the Community Coalition. And there are a number of organizations that are here, and I'm looking at Jamaica Ex-Police is in the house. The Caribbean American Society is in the house. We also have within that group, the Jamaica Progressive League. We have Sportsman Club. We have Cricket Hall of Fame. We have the Caribbean Cultural Heritage Alliance. We have St. Lucian Association. We have the Friendship Group, and we have the Greater Hartford Lions Club. So I hope I haven't missed one, but we operate as one and we stand united. So I want to recognize that. We just got another drop-off location, which is Sports Medical Science Academy, and this is on 280 High Shop in Hartford. With that, I'm not gonna prolong, but I'm gonna ask Madam Margot Wilkes, past president of the West Indian Social Club and Face of the Caribbean, to run through the recovery plan. It's not a one-day deal. It's gonna take us a while to recover.
Thank you, Madam President. Thank you all for being here this evening. Before I go to that plan, I just want to point over to my left. We have a sponsorship board. We have gold sponsor, silver, bronze, and community sponsorship. So whatever you can afford their pledge this evening, please do so. And our drop-off list is becoming, we want this to be more people. As one of the speakers spoke about what to drop off, just from past experience, when we've had major drop-off, people will just go through it, whatever they have, they'll drop it off. We're asking, but gently used items, clean, wash, folded items. If you're doing food drop-off, the Food Administration states that the food items that we have must be dated 6 months prior to getting to Jamaica. So if we're sending a barrel in December with food, the food must be dated or must be good until July of 2026. So please, if you have food items in your house, make sure you're checking that date. And if you're going to the store, make sure you're checking the date as well, so that we can have the food items that we need. As Madam President stated, this is not a one-night project. We hope to have like a 16-week project where we're gonna work on this. Over to my left also is our sheet that we're gonna ask for a community, people in the community to sign up to be part of this ongoing issue. Of course, month one is our assessment and planning. Month two is relief and stabilization, figuring out what exactly we can do. Debris is everywhere. Every thing I've seen on television is stuff that's all over the place. So they're gonna need help with that shelter. There's tons of individuals who do not have a house right now. So even a tent is gonna be better than nothing at this point. So that kind of stuff. Month three, recovery and reconstruction, working with Jamaica and the government to see how best we can do it. I remember years ago, past President Andrew Lawrence was able to send a fire truck to Jamaica. So we want stuff on that level, big trucks, stuff that they could use to move stuff around and get from one place to another. And also remembering that a lot of road structures are totally damaged. So maybe smaller vehicles. So if you know people in Jamaica that run small businesses in there, we can utilize it or help them with the cost of keeping it on the road. That is what we're gonna work on as well. So we're gonna plan all of that, and we do need people to sign up to have this ongoing committee. So we can make sure that not only Jamaica as the president stated, but Haiti, Cuba, Dominican Republic, all the islands, Bahamas, all the islands that are affected by Melissa, is going to get something because the West Indian community in the Greater Hartford, in the Greater Hartford area, is one of the largest in the Northeast United States. So we cover a lot of spaces and a lot of people. So we need your support. Thank you for coming out tonight. Do make your monetary contribution, but again, remember, they need food. There's a lot of places that the grocery stores and places like that are underwater. So they're gonna need food, water, shelter, infrastructure, healthcare, everything. Band-Aid. Somebody said something simple as a Band-Aid is gonna be needed for that. So the Zelle account, phone number is 860-503-4819. If you wish to make a donation tonight through Zelle, it's 860-503-4819. So please come over and sign up. I know myself and one of our other individuals from the Taste of the Caribbean, Ms. Levine Reed, are already talking about how we can come together and help do whatever we can for the people in the islands that are being affected. We thank you for coming out this evening, and Madam President, I'll turn this back over to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. I would like to recognize Mayor Nichette Blackburn of Windsor. Would you like to deliver a message from Windsor?
Good evening. Good evening. The Windsor contingency, as I like to say, we are just getting here because as you can see, I was still out on doors trying to make it happen because we know what's happening in a few days. So excuse our tardy. But we wanted to make sure that we were here and with our Vice President of the Board of Education, Ayanna Taylor. We wanted to make sure that we were here, one, to show our support and to let everyone know that Windsor, right down the road, we have a contingency, a delegation of individuals that are concerned. I have been in contact with my husband's family. We have family in Jamaica. They are sharing their concerns. And in Windsor, yes, we already have churches that are looking to support. Thank you so much. It's good to have good friends that look out for you along the way. And so in Windsor Grace Episcopal Church, I was speaking with our VFW. They are willing to stand with the West Indian Social Club, the foundation, all of the entities that want to ensure that we send aid to Jamaica, that we send aid to other islands. And so one is just one, be here to lend our support. Two, to share that Grace Episcopal Church, they are willing to take in donations if you are in the Windsor area. And we're also trying to work with the VFW to see what else they can do. So from Windsor, we are all in this together. We know what Jamaica and all of the islands mean to us. I stood here a couple of weeks ago and I shared my own experience, why it means so much to ensure that we are there to serve and support the beautiful isle, the sunny isle of Jamaica. So thank you so much for the opportunity, and we are here to lend our hand and lend our support. Thank you so much, Ms. Fred, and to all that are involved.
Thank you. I would like to recognize and thank the media team. You can just imagine what the last 72 hours has been like in terms of trying to get information and trying to be responsive to the media. So I would like to say thank you to Rosemary Tate, Shirley Surgeon, Marva Wilkes, and Donovan Longmore. On that wall in the back, you will see their phone numbers. If you're getting calls from the media, please direct them to one of those individuals with the phone number, just so that we can have consistency. Obviously, the media like to know firsthand, what you're experiencing and can you reach your family. So we're not trying to cut that off, but we're just trying to make sure that we get information out that is consistent and timely and official, as they would say. Is there anyone that I'm missing? I would like to give about Rosemary.
Just have two things I'd like to say. I'd like to recognize
Please do.
council. I just have two things to say. I'd like to recognize Councilwoman Carol Anderson Blank from West Hartford. She has served 10 years. And I know in previous years, Connecticut has sent crews down to help with restoration of electricity. I know this, we talk about infrastructure, but we have to realize that these hotels and stores and hospitals, they need electricity to actually work and get the things going. So I know Canada is already working on that. And I would say an appeal to anybody that has the connections that can help with the restoration. I don't know what the Jamaican government is doing, but I'm just putting the word out there that, and also I think at some point we're gonna need transportation for the collection of the many items that will be collected.
Yes. Okay. We have a few teams. Transportation is a huge one. Even with the drop-off site, we're gonna need help to transport from the drop-off site. And also to get an airline. That's another place that we need help. We need airlines that are willing to make, and shipping that are willing to make trips or help us to get the items once we collect them to the various countries. So if you have any relationship in that area, please give it to us so that we can coordinate that. We also, outside of transportation, Rosemary already bring up the fact that we need tradespeople. We also need military army people to help. And the islands, I don't believe the airports are open yet. So no one can go in at this time. But if we have a list that ready to go, once the airports are open, then hopefully we can get help down there. I know some individuals are talking about medical mission, that they're actually ready to go down there on the ground, which country they want to go to help with the care. Okay, you can just imagine if you have dirty water 30 inches high, what it's gonna be like in a few days, and its health is gonna be impacted. We also have a medical team, we need the military team, we need the transportation team. We're gonna need workers, right? The barrels or boxes, we also need donations. So So as the days go by, we will organize, just like how we have organized tonight. We're gonna organize sessions that in sessions that will help us to get the information out as quickly as possible. I would also like to recognize Melinda Johnson. She is from the city of Hartford in the communication engagement department. So thank you for being here. I know that you will help us to get that message out. Is there anyone else that we missed or anyone else that would like to make a comment? We'll open the floor just for about 5 minutes. And if someone, come on over.
I think that good evening, everyone. I wanted to share that the Manly International Airport, they've started accepting relief flights, but it has to be coordinated with the Minister of Transport. So they started accepting relief flights at 4 p.m. today. Montego Bay Airport, which is Sangster, it's currently closed, but a portion of the airport is still intact, so they might accept commercial flights at a later date. And regarding commercial flights at Norman Manley and Kingston, they're accepting commercial flights October 30th at 7 a.m. So if anyone is interested in coordinating with the Minister of Transport, that might help, facilitate some of what we're discussing tonight.
Thank you very much. That's the type of information that we surely need. So if you have it, please pass it along. And I'm walking over to our attorney. Would you like to say something, Attorney Schulman?
If I can put on a different hat, the past council chairman for the International Association of Clients for the state of Connecticut. And I presume we have a rule with the international that within 24 hours after a disaster, we're on the ground at the step, right, at least $25,000. So I will call up tomorrow, make sure that that's done in Jamaica. And also the Western Alliance Club, I'm sure will join in working with international for additional supplies and additional money to be on the ground with the Lions Clubs in Jamaica. Also, there's a Lions governor in Jamaica who will be in for Lions, and we'll be in touch with him to him or her tomorrow in order to coordinate the support activity on the
Thank you. Anyone else? Anyone else that would like to say something? Okay.
Jared,
Yes.
we have a few people who are compiling from online. So once we get that list.
Do you have the questions?
Not a question, just to identify the organizations that are online.
Oh, these are online?
Well, we'll get it to you soon.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Would you like to say something?
At that point, we're getting, they kind of get ready, so my students, staff, and everyone is willing to collecting at the drop-off place. Also, in addition to all the other locations, so the students, the staff, and please will be collecting goods and medical supplies as well. I just want to make sure I have a location.
Okay, we'll work on that.
If anyone has any public service announcements for their location, if for dropouts or money, I've spoken to the head of the Wesleyan radio station and they're happy to do announcements, but it has to be well written. Where it is, who it is, all the information. I want to give that to my news camera.
And you, what place? Repeat that, please.
Wesleyan radio station, public radio station, will do public service announcements. We just have to have all the information written down to make it.
Okay, with you.
Thank you so much. the Jamaican embassy has a email address. It's called disasterresponse@jamaicaembassy.org. So that's another outlet. John, who do we have online? Okay. We're gonna close.
Give it a second.
We also, even in disaster, we have to eat. So I want to recognize Murphy LLC, which is Kevin Murphy, and also Jamaica Shack, which is Sean McDonald. So there's soup that is on its way out in the table in the back. So enjoy yourself at that point. If we have no other questions or comments.
Madam President, while she's going up, I think this would be a really wonderful teaching moment for the students within the school system. Many of the young people have been asking, what can they do? So I would hope that as part of this team, that we would get together and make sure that someone is coordinating with the various school systems for a kid to bring a can of something or whatever it is, some non-perishable item. And that the schools will be willing to take these in and then deliver them to some point. But this could be a great opportunity, not only for the kids within our city, but all the suburban kids who have been asking, what can they do? Their parents have gone to Jamaica and many of these Caribbean islands, and they would really like to help because they enjoyed themselves when they were there. And so now they would like to give back. And you know, also, we have a museum next door that talks about when folks came here, when the Caribbean individuals came to this country. We came here in response, or like at least our forefathers, in response to World War II and the help that we provided to the United States during the manpower years. And so now it's our turn, it's the United States turn, it's our turn here in the United States to give back to those Caribbean countries that loan individuals to the United States to do all the manpower work. They worked in factories, they worked on the farms. So now we can tell our neighbors, listen, we gave back in the 1940s and 50s. Now it's your turn to help us. So it's not only folks who have relatives in the Caribbean. I think this is gonna be an entire community effort where we can remind folks what we were able to do in the 1940s when men were aware at war. The men from the Caribbean came and assisted us here in this country. So let's make this also a teaching moment for our young people. Thank you.
The code on the CT Caribbean Coalition disaster relief flyer may not be working, but if it is not, the phone number is 860-503-4819. Let me repeat that number, 860-503-4819. And we do have Dr. Gary Rule with us in the house. So doctor, can you come and talk to us about the medical side of the house? I had a question, and that question was, have we made contact with the Red Cross in Jamaica? So I don't know if you have any information.
Thank you, everyone. I'm Dr. Gary Rule. I think I know most of you. I'm also the health sector representative to the Global Jamaica Diaspora Council. That's a council of about 34 members across the globe. That serves Africa, Asia, wherever Jamaicans are, as well as representatives in different industries. I now represent health. Just really quickly, so I spoke to the Ministry of Health today. And so what they were trying to assess are the damages so far. As you probably know, if you follow the news, so the Category 5 hurricane hit Jamaica yesterday, landed pretty much in St. Elizabeth, that's on the south coast. So it took a swath really from St. Elizabeth all the way up to Montego Bay. If you see the videos, there's really devastation. I mean, that's the only way to describe it. A couple of the hospitals were hit. Black River Hospital, a hospital in Westmoreland, Portland Regional, San Lamar Hospital, lost their roof, basically a lot of damage on the ground. I know a lot of folks are asking, well, what's being done? Really preliminarily, what happened typically in disaster is we do what's called a situational analysis. Because some of the places are cut off by road, they were flying over to see what damages are. And when I looked at the video today, I mean, my heart broke. And now let me step back for a second. So there are other countries affected, right? So Haiti, Cuba, the Dominican Republic. So it's not only Jamaica, it's really the Caribbean. And then there are obviously international agencies responding to the event there. Specifically for health, I would say this, right? So I've gotten a lot of calls from persons who want to, healthcare professionals who want to be on the island to provide their services. We welcome that. The problem is, unless you are an international organization that's used to work in the disaster. I'll take your name because I've collected the names. We want you to help, so I'm not saying don't help. I'll take your name. But right now, unless you can help us put up a field hospital, and I hope you can, or talk to your contacts, a field hospital working on those conditions, because in some parts, there's no electricity, there's no batteries, there's no power. So the things that we need, I'm not sure if you guys already talked about this, right? So there is an Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management. They are the command center on the ground, and they have a needs list. But pretty much just think about any disaster. You kind of start from what you need immediately. You got to clear the roads, right? Heavy equipment, chainsaws, etc. You got to clear the roads. Communication, because if you can't reach people, there is no way for us to connect. So if you go on the ground as a healthcare person, we don't know where you are. We don't know where the residents are. That's not going to work. So really the infrastructure has to be up and running. Right? So that's the first thing. Shelter, tarps, a field hospital, tents, and what goes in there. Pillows, a mattress, those things like that. And of course, food, right? I know Ms. Bev asked me about to talk about health, but I just wanted to give you the overview of really what's needed. Obviously, flashlights, batteries, all those things are needed. Some communities are cut off, so we can't communicate with them. They're probably on their roof. We don't. The thing that we're really, really thankful for, thankful to God about is so far, preliminarily, we have not had any reports of loss of life. Since it's hit, apparently 3 persons died in the preparation in Jamaica, and the numbers I heard in Haiti were like 40 persons died from public flash flood. And let me just talk specifically about health. So again, I will take your name, whoever you are. But right now, unless you can do those things, shelter, field hospital equipment, medications, bandages, those things are needed, right? And then in terms of food, what they asked specifically were, I know folks want to help with food, clothing. Right now, really, we're not going to transport food, right? Clothing, but food is needed. But what they asked initially was, there are persons who are underserved in that swath, basically from the bottom of Saint Elizabeth, which is Black River, all the way up to Montego Bay, that entire spot is in desperation. They need food. What they initially asked was if we were willing to collect funds so they could actually provide care packages, which includes food, water, hygiene products, things to keep clean for the citizens. And those packages they would source either locally or from countries that were not hit. But because the devastation is so broad, if you want and encourage, do many things, collect the food items, and we'll figure out how to get them down there. If you have family who is affected and you feel like you want to help them directly, certainly do that. But one of the options is to help us raise funds to get care packages to them. And I'll stop for a second. You asked for the Red Cross. What I was told when I spoke to them today was that international agencies that's used to responding to disasters in war zones are helping. So I would assume that they are part of that process as well.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you. Can I just mention, if you had not, we have, and it's also a call to action for you guys, right? So we've identified 3 sites so far. Did you mention this already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, if you have 4, there's also
We're up to 5.
okay, well, the city of Hartford through Mayor Rubin and Council President Shirley Surgeon with Fire Chief Barco also identified. You have that there? I can't see. Oh, right there. Oh, there we go. Okay. That's the problem I'm believing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I am going to give Madam Phyllis Perry an opportunity. She has been waiting for a little bit.
One question before you go down. One number that you give up.
It's for Val,
Or is this for the West Indian Foundation?
West Indian Foundation.
Is it 803-4819?
503-4819. 503.
Well, Dr. Rule kind of covered what I wanted to mention. Prior to this disaster, there's been much effort in, especially the hospitals in Jamaica, to bring them up to par. And one hospital, for at least between 5 and 10 years, people in the community from St. Elizabeth, Black River, have been working diligently on fundraising and trying to get that hospital. Terrence Durant, a former president of the West Indian Social Club, has been instrumental in that initiative year after year. I've been given to in support in that fundraiser. And they put on new units, got new beds. Every year he would send pictures in December of the progress being made for the Black River Hospital. And it was such devastation to me when I saw it today in crumbles, because so much work has been done in trying to improve that hospital. So I just wanted to point out that prior to this disaster, there was already a need for better health care in the hospitals there. And just to see now that Black River and one that Dr. Rule mentioned are now, destroyed, that the community must be extremely devastated. And so I just want to share that, and I hope that Terrence and his team obviously will continue the work that they have put on so many other people. I see so many people here tonight. I hope that we have a sign-up sheet. I didn't hear about the sign-up sheet. All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. Councilman Dashwood, can you come? No?
I'm just gonna connect with the superintendent of the schools. I spoke to him, and so we'll coordinate to have donations.
Okay, did you hear that the Hartford Public School System Superintendent will be doing some coordinating with the school system? We have some pledges in terms of benefit. And there is a Oliver Samuel show scheduled for November 14th and 22nd at Weaver High School. 10% of all proceeds will go towards this program. We have Ruth Thibodeau with Ruth. Would like to speak. Are you the operating manager or the owner operator of One Love Harvest Fest? Come on up here. They are pledging to do some benefit programs for us.
One Love Harvest Fest, we had our first large festival just last month, and we're looking to see if there's ways we can help bring entertainers to you in order to benefit and raise funds for helping in any way we can. We can get some artists involved, get some musicians involved, have some events of various sorts to bring in the funds. That way the fundings can get there as fast as possible. I'm proposing multiple events because again, it's gonna take some time to raise the events, but you get maybe a small event going first and then build to a larger event within a year's time or within a 8-month period.
Please sign it, the sheet that's going on.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you. Let's go.
I have all the contact information.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm Salima Davis, a Constable Commissioner for the town of East Hartford. Greetings, I'm here on behalf of more than one organization. I'm also from the Sportsman Club, CFM Church of Hartford, Accra Market. We will be making some donations from different organizations in East Hartford and in Hartford. But on the behalf of East Hartford, is organizations that already have reached out to me, Bliss and Balance, and they would like to know how they can make the donations. We do have the information, so we will be coming together, making donations to our Caribbean family members. I know myself, I reached out to the Bahamas to see if my cousins and everyone was okay, they were fine. In Jamaica as well, where my deceased husband's family is from. But on the town of East Hartford, we do support you guys 110%. Because in East Hartford, as most people know, is very diverse. And a lot of us are from the Caribbean. So with that, Apostle Cecilia Owen is going to be helping out with CFM Hartford, Accra Market, to give some donations so we can help out back home to the different Caribbeans, as well as Cuba, where my grandfather's from. We would definitely like to help out. So on behalf of East Hartford, we are here. Salima Davis, you can reach out to me if you need to. My number is on the town of East Hartford website.
What is it?
You want my number anyway? Okay, my number is 860.
Go ahead.
860-893-5636. So you can go on the town of East Hartford website and I will come up as the commissioner or constable. So please reach out to me. I'm here on the behalf as a resident and as a West Indian, but I also represent the Sportsman Club for the state. But we will bring in some donations. Have a blessed day.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Closing, yes.
Sorry. We do have an updated list from online.
Okay, what's the list?
So the list are EHAA organization, Phillips Metropolitan.
We'll just add that to the bid.
Community Emergency Response Team, the Hartford Fire Special Service Unit, Jack Laban, out FOUH, Block Watch Blue Hills, Urban League of Greater Hartford, East Catholic High School, Breckenridge Farm, North End of Little Entries, WIIC West Indian Independence Celebration, past Mayor Luke Broden, the town of Bluefield, Hillary Stevens of Drip Radio. Additional comments that aside from Acro Market in East Hartford, Fresh Farm Market in Bluefield did reach out as well.
Well, we're communicating and following up with each area.
I just have one quick announcement. Bailey's Medical Supply is sending down a shipment containers this Friday. Cargo containers this Monday, actually. And if you want to send stuff that's gonna get there for Monday, you can log on to Amazon, purchase the items from Amazon and have it shipped directly to Bailey's Medical Supply, 5156 South Orange Avenue, Suite B, Orlando, Florida, 32809. I'll repeat that. Bailey's Medical Supply, 5156 South Orange Avenue, Suite B, Orlando, Florida, 32809. So if you go log on to Amazon, make whatever purchase you want to make, send it directly to that address. It will be in a container that will be shipped this coming Monday. You want to come up real quick? And also, if you have any questions, you could call them directly, and their phone number is 407-930-3102. Thank you guys so much for coming out this evening.
In addition to that, you can earmark, when you send the item down, you gotta put Jamaica Relief. And if you want to go to someone or to a favor specifically, you gotta put that on the paperwork. When the shipment gets to Jamaica, you have to have somebody prepared when to go and take it from the airport patients at. You can make any purchase from Bailey Pharmacy, any medical purchase, and she will sell it to you at cost to ship to Jamaica. So instead of going to buy it to send them and pay retail price, you can buy it from Bailey Pharmacy and sell it to, if you call the Orlando office, Orlando Pharmacy, they'll process paperwork for you and you pay costs for it. You can earmark the product. Any group in Jamaica you want to, and the definitely. I just got up a conference about with a lady from years back. Called today and we were able to make a good connection. She's from St. Elizabeth. Dr. Bailey's from St. Elizabeth. And a gentleman like Keith from New York, St. Elizabeth. So there's an egg relief going on right now for St. Elizabeth. So she charged a private plane and it's leaving Monday. So anyone that needs to get anything to Jamaica by Monday, you can get a tour by Friday. So that it can be locked and go to a port about it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We have a couple other locations, Simela Cafe, 1283 Main Street. We also have 881 Grab and Go, 881 New Britain Avenue. Now, I want to say in closing that this is not the end of the road. This is just the beginning. And therefore, we'll do our best to keep you abreast. And we will call her that meeting as necessary in order for us to move the process along. If by chance you did not sign up, you did not use the registration log, this is just a way for us to keep you abreast of what's going. Please sign up for it. And with that, I want to say thank you very much. So what we Indian Foundation. So there's multiple locations that you will be able to get information from as we go along. Yes, we have social media. We have Facebook and we have Instagram and we have Twitter, so it will also go out in those areas. So I want to thank you and
One quick addition, Anthony Grant for the information website as well. So you'll see more information on that QR code and so on. Last but not least, we're in the works of working to making a dinner or doing a fundraising dinner. We'll give you more information about that on the website as well. So keep that in so fundraising dinner for the Hurricane Relief Fund. So thank you. I just wanted to say one thing. I know Mr. Best said it, but really, when I drove into the parking lot, I was really uplifted because when I watched the videos today, I honestly was depressed. Depressed is not the right word, but I was really feeling down. But when I drove in and saw the amount of cars and the people here, it really lifted my spirit. And so I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for Jamaica, thank you for Haiti, for Cuba, Dominican Republic, for all the countries that are affected. Just that you're showing the support for us, we really appreciate it. And we really appreciate it. So thank you so much for showing up. And I'm sorry, I know you said it before, but I just really felt my heart. Said I had to say that. Thank you so much for all that you're doing.
Again, we have the sign-up sheet going around. Please add your name. We will definitely be talking about next steps. And Dr. Phillips, can you come for a quick hit? Are you done? Just next steps, and we'll be getting back in touch with you early next week so we can start setting up meetings. Please sign up. The sheets are going around. We need your phone number, email address, and your name. Thank you so much for coming this evening.
Okay, good evening. Thank you very much. Have a safe and pleasant evening.
Hello, this is Bob from the Zoom meeting. Can I say a few words, please? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? This is Bob. This is Bob from the Zoom meeting. Can you hear me? I'd like to say a few words. Is it possible?
Hey, John. John, can you hear what this guy's saying? I don't think
hello,
audio, sir, I don't think audio is set up in the social room.
Oh, it's not. So I own a home care agency and I employ hundreds of Jamaicans. I'd like to be part of this panel and set up some relief donations with my office and my workers and my clients. So who do I call to contact, get involved with you people?
Bob, submit your email and contact information, phone number into the chat so they can get a hold of you.
I sent an email to the West Hartford Indian Social Club today. I sent it from my office. My company's called Right at Home.
To let them know that you are on, put it in the chat with your contact information. They're recording and have AI. They will get a record of your whatever it is you want to relay. Okay.
Yeah, I want to sign up, be part of the committee. I couldn't make it there tonight.
Sign up in the chat. You're on Zoom. Sign up in the chat. Hit the button, the two bubbles in the middle of the toolbar, and put your information in the chat.
Okay, and then who would I contact?
They will contact you. They're going to be reaching back out. So this way they know you were online.
Hey, John, I'm a member. I could take it for you if you are unable to type it. Tell it to me right now, please.
Okay, you got a pen, ma'am?
Go ahead, yes.
Yeah, my name is Robert.
My
last name is Scandura, SCANDURA.
Okay.
And I own Right at Home. I own Right at Home Home Care. We've been in business for 20 years. We have very much established Jamaican workers, and I want to definitely help out. My father was a Hartford fireman. I work with my mother. I know what it's like to go through this, so I'm prepared to do what I have to do. My phone number is 860-670-4580.
Again?
860-670-4580.
Thank you so much, Robert. Somebody will call you, okay?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. It was great. It was great. It was great meeting. I wish I could have been there. My kids had soccer practice, so I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Sure, thank you so
no
much.
problem. I think the meeting has concluded, everyone. I think I'm gonna have, well, John said he's able to capture everyone's chat message that's in the Zoom. So
Yes, he got it.
yeah.
Okay.
So if there's any follow-up, please go to the West Indian Social Club website. It may take them a bit to get organized and get all of the locations. And if you want to add a location, you can also reach out.
Yeah, I
to
could do a drop location from my office. I have a pretty good sized office. I could do a drop location if you need it. If you have enough, that's fine. But let me know what I need to do, and I have a good outreach in my community.
Thanks, John. Where are you located, John?
In Weathersfield, Hartford, Weathersfield
Here.
borderline.
John.
Sure.
Bobby, my name's Bobby. Sorry.
Yes, Bobby. Robert.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, so if you need another drop location, I can do that. I have a lot of outreach with the community and with a lot of clients. I've been in business for 20 years, so I can definitely, I want to get involved here.
Thank you. Raquel, I also have some more information to share with you too, okay?
Okay, thank you. I'll try to be
much.
I'll try to be at the next meeting, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm
Sure.
gonna tell you to share it with the club and the secretary because I'm kind of ad hoc
Yes.
for just this event.
I know,
Okay.
got you.
Okay. All right. Yes, if anyone has any other questions, just please go directly to the website, or send an email to the social club.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Okay.
All right. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.